Hello, this is Johan van Mierlo with Mobility Minded, and today we're going to take a look at the unboxing of the new Verizon Google phone by Motorola. Again, another Droid phone, and this time it's going to call the Droid Pro. This one has been designed for a little bit more for business use, so it has some extra security features that we might be able to see later, and I think it has an office suite built into it. Of course, it runs over the 3G network from Verizon. With the Android platform 2.2. What is different from this phone compared to the other Droids is that this actually has not a slide-out keyboard like the Droid. It has a touch screen, but it has an attached keyboard on the bottom of the device. Very similar to the old Droid of the Motorola Q9 series. These were Windows phones before. So we'll compare it right next to it, but actually I think the device is a little smaller than what you just saw with the Q9 series. Like any other phone, has a lot of options on the Android platform. Synchronization with a corporate Exchange account, with Google accounts. It has the 3G hotspot built into this as well. So, and all the Google features that you can see in an Android phone. So let's open the box and take a look inside. This device is, I believe, available for pre-order right now, and November 18th it will be in the stores. So as you can see, here's the device. We'll take a look at that later. Let me compare real quick with the Q9, and as you can see, it is slightly longer, but definitely skinnier, and the thickness, yeah, I would say pretty similar. Not much of a difference. In weight, is very similar as well. Okay, let's take a look what else we got in this box. Okay, here we got the support guide. Then we have, of course, just a regular charger, the Motorola charger, the wall charger, an extra plug for overseas, another plug for overseas, and another one for overseas. So business-like, I guess, for the traveler, they are giving you all the plugs. And this looks like just a USB charger. So, which is micro USB, which is pretty much standard right now. Let's put this back in the box. And actually, let's take a look at the phone itself. As you see, a nice screen, keyboard, very similar keyboard to the one over here. Feels really nice. You can definitely feel a little bit of the difference in the middle, the way it is kind of angled. You can see here the middle slanted that way. Okay, let's take a look on the side. Right here, that is the camera button. On the top we have our 3.5mm jack that will do the headphones. There's no headphones actually that came with this unit. The power button. On the side we have the volume buttons, up and down, and we have our micro USB charger. And on the bottom here you can see is the microphone. On the back, 5-megapixel camera, pretty standard these days. Nice logo by Google, Verizon, Motorola. All three brands are right on this device. Okay, let's turn on the device and let's see how this is going to look. As you can see, you still have the soft key buttons. Make sure that we do turn it on. There it goes. You can see the soft key buttons that are standard for all the Android phones on the market, with the menu, the home, the back, and the quick search buttons. So let's see how this goes. You can see the speaker here on the top as well. Let's take a look at the keyboard in the meantime. You can see there's a quick button here for the microphone, so I think there's a quick search, voice search on here. And then we have the alt button here for all the extra function, the second function keys. Okay, the familiar Droid sound came up. As you can see though, compared to all the other Droid devices these days on the market, for example the Samsung Fascinate, which is another Verizon phone on Android, you can see that is basically, I'm not even sure we have this one on. I just want to compare the screen size a little bit. You actually feel like, this is definitely a smaller device in your hands. So looking at it and sliding it down, the screen is way smaller compared to the other screen. So, which is okay. So Let's turn this one off again so we don't have those sounds. And okay, the start screen, as you can see, is you know, you have your unlock, and let's power button, turn it back on, and you have your vibrate or your volume back on. So there you go. So this is the way it looks. Let's unlock it, and let's see. We probably have the we have the 5 sliders, so you can see on the bottom where we are, the home, and we have 1, 2, 3. So 3 on each side, so there's actually 7 home screens that you have. We have the quick contacts list right here, back on home. We have your phone, back home, and then we have our applications. Now let's take a close look at where you have any applications. The 3G hotspot, as we said, you know, very important with Verizon. Actually, my experiences right now is that the 3G mobile hotspots on the devices are actually better, giving me a better result in connecting other devices to it compared to the MiFi that this Verizon has as well. Okay, let's see if there's anything special. The camera, city ID, cam corner. See if we can find anything new here. My Verizon Mobile, your quick office. There we go. That's one of the applications that is for the business software. So it looks like you got to register for that. So let's go back. Force to close here. Quick office, talk. Skype Mobile is built into it already. You have the voice search built into it. The navigation. There's a VPN client, as you can see right there. So it looks, and it's a separate task manager. So that's probably not the task manager that we are used to, but it's great to have all that available to you. This device comes also with Adobe Flash, so hopefully in the browser you're able to watch different Flash devices. Let's see if we can just go to a text message right here, and we'll add one on. And actually, before we type to someone, enter message here. Here we go. I just want to get a feel for the keyboard. So, hello. As you can see on the bottom of the screen, I'm not sure if you can see, you have the automatic text input as well. So, for example, I wrote the word is. Do I want issue? I probably just type. There we go. So I can actually tap back on previous words and say, hey, that's what I wanted. So that is a neat feature. I haven't seen this before since just Windows Phone 7 just came out with their keyboard, where you actually can go back to words in advance and say, okay, this is the word I wanted, even if you had a mistype. So it's easy to change your words. Pretty awesome. I have to say the keyboard, compared to the old series, you know, it is smaller, and you know, you have to really get used to it. So let's go enter. So let's try it again. Let's see if I do a mistype. Yes, I did a mistype. Instead of your, I typed the R, I typed the letter T. After I hit the space bar, it still did the self-correction to your. So that's pretty cool. So let's cancel out on this one. Yep, I want to cancel. So it's a very nice device. It feels really good. Let's take a look at the no calendar. Oh, wait a second. Just assuming that this is the calendar button. Looks like the button on the side actually is not the camera button. It is the calendar button. What about if I hold it longer? A longer press? No. So that's a big surprise. We have the camera recorder. So that will do that part. And then we have, there was the video part, and then we have the camera part itself. So here we go. We'll be able to zoom in and take that picture with the flash. And it actually lets me know where I took this picture. So it has geotagging built into it. Okay, so Motorola has, of course, its own little widgets for the Android platform. And you can get rid of them, you can grab them, very easy. Tap and hold the home screen, Motorola widgets, Android widgets, wallpapers, folders. So you have all the things you can do with a regular Android device. A little bit quicker for messaging, writing emails. Like I said, the keyboard is a little small, but I think it will do for a lot of people. I think it will actually, you know, it's definitely more of a device to have in your pocket than the bigger devices. Kind of like the form factor. Not sure if it's my ideal form factor these days. I kind of got used to the touchscreens. So yep, I want to try one more time. Enter message. So it doesn't look like it has a soft touch keyboard. So the only keyboard available right now is the hardware keyboard that is built into this device. Great, thank you so much. This was Johan from MobilityMinded.com, and up to the next device for next time. Thank you.